Lately, it does seem like intraday, as we see oil, hit 11-year lows, the stock market goes down. When will we break that, do you think?
Well, again, I think you're absolutely right. In the short term, from minute to minute, hour to hour, even overnight, as goes crude, so goes the stock market. But if you take a look at any protracted period of time, month over month, half year over half year, year over year, as goes stocks, so not goes crude oil, or as goes crude oil, stocks go in the opposite direction. And I think too many people are focusing far too much upon what crude is doing and predicating their stock trades upon crude going down or crude going up. Better to leave crude alone. And I think over the course of the next year, as I said here last week, I think the time for being short of crude is over. I'm not sure the time for being long of crude is upon us. I think crude can be $3 either side of $37 for a long period of time going forward, and that will be beneficial to stocks over the long run. So I'm amused at everybody who gets focused upon crude oil rallying 30 cents. Oh, stocks are going to go up. Crude oil falls 30 cents. Oh, stocks are going to go down. Over any protracted period of time, the correlation is negative, not positive.
Hey, Dennis, it's BK. So I guess my question is, the reason why everybody's concerned about oil going down is 25% of the high-yield market is energy. We've had a debt binge on all kinds of commodities, and oil is that proxy for the commodity trade. So what's different? It seems to me that what's different this time is oil is attached to everything else that we're doing, particularly in the debt area, and that comes into the U.S. Why is that different in your mind now?
I'll accept your argument. I'm not that concerned about what the debt circumstance is going to be. We know that there are going to be a lot of bankruptcies after the turn of the year. Not a question. Dallas looks bad. Houston looks bad. We know that that's going to happen. We know the Permian has a lot of bankruptcies. People have been holding on. But in the end, the question shall be, can crude oil go below $35 or $30 per barrel? I think not. I think at this point, crude oil would like to go sideways, and I think the economy will do better if crude oil gets very quiet, and I think that's what's going to end up happening. Everybody thinks that crude will be volatile. A lot of people want to bet that it'll go up. A lot of people want to bet that it'll go down. Nobody wants to bet that it'll go sideways, and I bet it goes sideways. And consistency of price is probably the best thing that we could have happen to the economy. So that's my bet for the next year, Beeks.
So, Dennis, why is this good for the stock market? Is it just simply that crude oil will stabilize and therefore stability is always a good thing for investors? Or okay, so it's not a flow through to the economy or finally we'll see the impact? None of that.
No, I think stability is the best thing that you can get for any economy. And what's the most paramount of all commodities other than food? Crude oil. The energy is the most important thing. If you could get crude oil, if you could get natural gas to stabilize at these prices and maybe go just a tad higher, would be the best thing that you could have for the U.S. economy. It would be the best thing that you could have for the global economy. And my bet is that's what's going to happen.